All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give our praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. The honor today was Apostle Ray Millstone, who taught me the truth to rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to I come out there, scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth, that's serving the truth and the truth and sincerity. To I say Shalom. This is about the Bala come to another video in the spirit. And the top of this video is going to be about how the elect are the Israelites. Because I watched a video recently about this black pastor, trying to talk about the elect. And he asked a question. Let me do this real quick. He asked a question basically about can white people be saved? Are white people part of the elect? I think that's how he phrased it. Can't really recall it at this moment, but that was just how he phrased it. And the answer to that is no. Edomites, who are so-called white people, or northern nations of people, cannot be saved unless they are a Negro, Latino, or Native American. Because you gotta understand, we've been scattered through the four corners of the world, and we have mingled with different nations of people. So we don't know exactly who's an Israelite by just looking at them. That's how the scripture says, try the spirit by the spirit. We know you're an Israelite if, we preach this word unto you and you're able to receive it. Okay, and then the Lord is allowing the spirit to sup with you. That's how we're able to identify if you're an Israelite or not. But if you're not able to understand this word and it's not being what's the word? If you're not being gravitated to it, then we know that you're not an Israelite. But getting back to the point, the elect are the Israelites, and I'm gonna grab some scriptures to kind of back that up, or to back that up, not kind of. This is Matthew 24 and 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Now, who is that coming in clouds? That's Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that cloud is a chariot. Okay, he's coming in a great big chariot, a great big fathership with the host of chariots with him. Okay, so that's him coming with that power and great glory. Okay, and everyone's going to see that. That's what's going to make it so great. Let me continue to read. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Because like I just said, we've been scattered to the four corners of the earth, to the four winds of the earth, and the Lord is going to gather us up from those four winds. Okay? Because we've been scattered throughout the whole world to serve different captivities. I'm going to grab this. This is 1 Peter 1. And 1, it says, Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Mashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. These are some of the different regions that we were scattered to. It says, elect, according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit, unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahweh Mashiach, grace unto you, and peace be multiplied. So there you go. There's a scripture backing up to how we've been scattered. And I'm going to grab another one. This is Luke 21 and 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And this links up what I just read about us being led captive and different into all nations. We were scattered against all nations of people. Okay, but what? That doesn't mean that the elect is done away with. It doesn't mean that we don't that our skin complexion is not what it used to be. You know, you got some people who may look like they may look like but they might be a Jake. They may look like a Moabite, but they might be a Jake. You know, that's what happened when we got spread it out. Okay, you know, Jake liked to get down, so Jake was out here mingling with these other nations of women and created more babies. But ultimately, they still are Israelites. I'm gonna grab this. But how do you know who the elect are and where they come from? This scripture explains that. This is Isaiah 45:3. It says, "And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which called thee by thy name, am the power of Israel. For Jacob my servant's sake, Israel mine elect." So there you go. Okay. The elect are Israelites, okay? But not all Israelites are elect. Only a certain amount of Israelites are going to be saved. But this is just showing you that only the elect can be Israelites. Okay, it can be no other nations of people. It only can be the Israelites. And that's something that these pastors cannot grab onto. Okay, that they can't understand. Because what they're stuck in that Christianity mindset. Okay, they're in that save all type of mindset, but that's not how the Lord operates. The Lord is not coming back to save everyone. The Lord has only come back to save his people. He was only sent here for his people. Okay, and you read about that in Matthew 1. Okay, he was only sent here to save his people from sin. And who is his people? His people are the Israelites. Okay, the Lord only deals with the nation of Israel, and it's that simple. I'm gonna grab this. This is James 1:1. It says, "James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shemashach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings." Okay, so yeah, we've been scattered abroad. We've been scattered all throughout the four corners of the earth. But when you come back here to Matthew 24:31, what does it say? It says, "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." Yeah. So Yahweh is going to come back. He's going to gather up his elect from all the four corners of the earth. And that's only for the nation of Israel and for the Israelites. Okay, it's not for everybody else, because when you grab this, what did Yahweh say? This is John 17:9. It says, "I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine." Yeah, who is that? Who is that them he's talking about? Okay, it was just Israelites, his elect. He's praying for elect. He's not praying for the rest of the world. Okay, so this is another scripture that just debunks that whole argument of when people try to say that Yahushua is for everybody. He's not. He's only for his people, which are the Israelites, and he's only come back to save the elect. You know, Lord willing, be part of that number. The elect are the ones who, we don't know who the elect are. You know, that's why we're striving to be a part of that number. But Lord willing, we are, by doing what the Lord required of us to do, which is what, going on the highways and byways to preach His word, okay, and to glorify His name, okay, and to tell our people and to wake our people up, and hopefully that gets us a seat on them chariots and grants us salvation. But ultimately, salvation and the elect is only for the Israelites. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm going to close out by giving our praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.